We traded a washing machine for Ed Monix. I'm DeQuan Young, and today we present 10 teams that'll have to rebuild soon. And a big shout out to Jared the Meep for suggesting this video. Also, like the video, subscribe to our channel, and join us in the comment section below and let us know what other sports teams have to rebuild soon. And the one word no sports team, fan, or athlete ever wants to hear is rebuild. Why? Because rebuilding basically means you're devoting a solid 3 to 5 years towards sucking really badly. Unfortunately, for some sports teams, their winning days will be long gone soon, and it'll be time to start from scratch. Number 10, the Los Angeles Kings. The Kings may have won the Stanley Cup in 2012 and 2014, but that's history. This team carries way too many old past their prime players who have massive contracts. Los Angeles doesn't have any salary cap space to add more stars either. Furthermore, they have 0 elite prospects in their system. It may be smart to trade the likes of Anze Kopitar and Jeff Carter so they can clear out money and rebuild. Time to rebuild that throne, Kings. Number 9, the Indianapolis Colts. Remember when the Colts made the playoffs during their first 3 years in the Andrew Luck era? That seems so long ago. Friction between the front office and head coach Chuck Pagano has caused a rift amongst his team. The Colts broke the bank to keep Andrew Luck long term, but they've done nothing to build a decent offensive line. Their defense also can't stop a nosebleed. The current Colts have 0 makings to be a championship contender. They don't even have their franchise quarterback in Andrew Luck, whose career may possibly be over. Number 8, the Toronto Raptors. The 2017 offseason was good for the Raptors. They managed to re-sign franchise point guard Kyle Lowry and defensive standout Serge Ibaka. But when their contracts expire, these guys will be in their 30s and past their primes. Scoring sensation DeMar DeRozan figures to be slowing down in the coming years. Division rivals like the Celtics and 76ers have so much young talent on the rise. As such, the Raptors will soon have to forget about challenging for the Atlantic and just try to rebuild a new contender. Number 7, the Cincinnati Bengals. In the Andy Dalton era, the Bengals made the playoffs every year from 2011 to 2015. The problem? They didn't win a single playoff game. Following a disastrous 2016 season and the everlasting Marvin Lewis retirement rumors, one has to believe this Bengals core will be blown up soon. This team has too many hot-headed distractions in Vontaze Burfict and Adam Jones as well. Furthermore, the Bengals aren't a team to spend big in free agency, so their good young players could be gone before long. And when all is said and done, Cincinnati is better off beginning a rebuilding process. The Dalton AJ Green era has been wasted long enough. Number 6, the Detroit Tigers. This team owned 2 of the most dominant pitchers of the decade in Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. They own baseball's undisputed best hitter in Miguel Cabrera, plus other talents. And yet, the Tigers couldn't win a World Series with this stacked core. Well, Verlander was out the door and he won a title with Houston, and Miggy's in his mid-30s. The Tigers' farm system is also among the worst in baseball. Now's a good time to sell off some veteran assets and rebuild. The Tigers have told other teams that they'll listen to offers on all of their players, and the time to act on that is now. Number 5, the Washington Capitals. The Capitals are always among the most dominant squads under superstar Alexander Ovechkin. But guess what? It doesn't matter in the playoffs. The Caps have yet to reach the 3rd round in the Great 8 era, following another heartbreaking loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins in the 2nd round of the 2017 playoffs. It was evident this Washington core just doesn't have it. Ovechkin's on the wrong side of 30, Washington isn't a championship contender anymore. Stuck in no man's land, they're better off devoting time to a rebuild soon. Number 4, the Toronto Blue Jays. The Jays gutted their farm system to trade for stars like David Price and Troy Tulowitzki. It paid off as they reached the 2015 and 2016 ALCS. But virtually all their star players are well past the age of 30. In fact, most of their starting pitchers are in their mid-30s and aren't far off from free agency. Jose Bautista is way past his prime. 2015 AL MVP Josh Donaldson is a free agent in 2018 and is sure to get paid by another team. Toronto can't compete with young powerhouses like the Red Sox and Yankees. With a mediocre prospect pool, the Jays need to unload their veterans and rebuild entirely. Number 3, the Arizona Cardinals. Head coach Bruce Arians brought the Cardinals into a nice era, one that got them to the 2014 playoffs and 2015 NFC Championship game. But 2016 was a disaster, in large part because of this aging core. Future Hall of Famer Larry Fitzgerald will be hanging up his cleats soon. The Cardinals have no answers to replace Palmer and Fitzgerald. The NFC is loaded with some younger and better teams, so it's hard to envision Arizona winning a championship with this group, which is why they should just restart and rebuild. Don't wait around forever, guys. Number 2, the Kansas City Royals. Good thing the small market and low budget Royals won the 2015 World Series, because more long-term frustration is about to hover over that fan base. 4 of this team's starting 9 are free agents after 2017. Eric Hosmer, Mike Moustakas, Alcides Escobar, and Lorenzo Cain. So is standout pitcher Jason Vargas. And the Royals know they can't outbid other teams for these key players, and their farm system is also probably the absolute worst in all of baseball. Sell off the vets and get prospects while you can, Royals. Number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers won the 2016 NBA championship. Then the Golden State Warriors embarrassed them in the 2017 finals. Now, there are a ton of reports that LeBron James will want to leave Cleveland after the 2018 season. Rumors persist that he'd like to join one of the 2 LA teams. They already lost Kyrie, and Kevin Love, well, he's not exactly capable of leading his own team. Things don't look that great for the Cavaliers in 2018, and they gotta brace themselves for another LeBron exit. The best way to move on from that? Rebuild. This is Daquan Young signing off. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.